Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how to watch a folder for changes in PowerShell. So, as I said in the video, I will show you how to watch a folder for changes in PowerShell. And what is the main goal of this video? The main goal of this video is to create a script that will basically allow us to check if something is happening in our folder in real time. We will check if the files are created or if the files are deleted, and I will show you how you can do it with using something what we call FileSystemWatcher. Now I'm not going to write it in PowerShell because I think this is not really a comfortable way. I have the Visual Studio Code right there. I'm connected to this folder PowerShell that we have opened here, and I will write it in Visual Studio Code. So we can clear that for now, and we can start with writing our script. We have some files because I tested it before to check if the script is actually working. So first of all, we have to make sure that we don't have any watchers activated. So if we have watchers activated, we might get the unnecessary output. So we have to unregister that. So Unregister-Event and force. And we have to get the event with the remove event like this. Now we have to create the variable watcher. Why? Because we need to store this watcher somewhere. So this will be this variable, and we'll create the watcher, which will be new object. And now watcher is in the system IO and file system watcher like this. Now we have to specify the path. So watcher.Path will equal to the string that will store our path. So I think the best idea is just to copy that either from there or from the normal PowerShell. So we can go here. Of course, you have to specify your own path. So I will copy that, paste that, and it is fine. Now we have to add the watcher filter, or we don't have to. I said that I will do only with txt files, so I will do something like this. So watcher.Filter, I will show you how to add this filter. So again, quotes, and I will use the wildcards for txt files. What does it mean? We are filtering only files with the txt extension, and we have to do one more thing, which is watcher enable raising events to the true. Why? Because we want to have outputs in the terminal, and it is necessary in order to make it work. Now we have to register the object event. So you have to manually register every object event. So for example, you have to separately register the creation file and separately register the deletion of the file. So I will start with the creation. So register event, I mean not event but object event, like this, with the input object of watcher, but with the small w, and with the event name. And now it is very important, created, because I told you that we are now doing the creation of the file, so it needs to be created, and with the action. We have to open the braces. Inside of the braces we will just print the text. So write host with the, for example, new file, and with the variable of event that source event args like this, that full path. And I think this is okay. We will also do the Out-Null here because I think it produces the like a double output, because I tested that. We have to add Out-Null to make it work correctly. Now we have to create a while loop. Why? Because we want to check it in the real time. So we need to do the while true loop. And inside of this loop we will use the e, which will equal to wait event, and we will remove event from the event identifier with the e dot event identifier like this. And I think it is correct. We can try to run it. If we will get an error, we will try to fix it. But now I will run the script.ps1, and we can create a file. So let's create a file. So test file.txt. And we are actually getting some information, but we are not getting the information of the name of the file. And why we are not getting that? I think yes, it is not working because of the spelling mistake. It should be event, not events right there. So we have to actually run it again. So we are running the script, and new file, for example, test file2.txt, and you are actually getting the information about a new file with this path. So this is how does it work. In order to make it work for also the deletion of the file, you have to do something like this. So you have to copy that. It is the easiest way. And here you have to type in deleted. And here you have to change the text, for example, for removed file with the name. And I think it will work. It is going to work. So we'll run it, and I will try to remove this file, for example, the test file.2. So delete, move, and removed file. Everything is working fine. So this is how you can check for event changes inside of the folder. If you want to check for example, file changed, I mean, for example, for the rename of the file, you have to use the changed option right there, but I'm not going to show it because it works the same, and you just have to change this text in order to make it look fine. So this is all in this video. This is how you can create a script in order to watch for folder changes in the real time. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.